Hello and welcome to Viva Barca. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on manager Xavi's post-match press conference, his reaction after Barca's highly disappointing game yesterday against Inter Milan, 3-3, which means we are on the brink of Champions League disqualification for yet another season. Of course, we are going to be discussing on what Xavi had to say, as he even admitted that Barca do not deserve to be in the Champions League. Then also talking about the match reaction from players like Eric Garcia and Sergio Busquets, who also spoke after the game, admitting that the whole team, everybody made mistakes. We are going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't, give the video a like, and please watch it right up to the very end. Barca! 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 Despite all the club's efforts in the transfer window, all the hope and optimism, Barcelona have once again fallen flat on the big stage after the 3-3 draw against Inter Milan at Camp Nou. A shambolic defensive display has now all but guaranteed another embarrassing exit from the Champions League group stages for Barcelona, as they are set to appear in the Europa League for 2 seasons in a row for the very first time since 1970s. A catastrophic international break that saw injuries for all of Barcelona's first-choice defenders left them with a very shaky backline heading into the grueling October schedule. They still dominated the ball and created chances in all 3 games against Bayern and Inter Milan, yet their ineptitude in the crucial moment has now come back to bite them. Here is what Xavi Hernandez on another disappointing European result for Barca had to say. Talking about the result, Xavi said, "I'm very disappointed, sad, frustrated, I'm angry. I have to be self-critical. We don't deserve to play in the Champions League. It hurts me, but it's the truth." In what went wrong, he said, "Today the match was under control and in the 50th minute there was a clear defensive mistake. You go back to the draw and you have to start again with what it had cost you. Mentally, it is hard for us." On Dembele, he said, "Dembele can make a difference. He's a player who can make a difference. He gives us a lot and on the wing and he's fast. I have a lot of confidence in him." On the decision making in attack, he said, "Dembele often makes the wrong choice, but it's just not him. When we get to the final third, we have to make better decisions. That's very difficult for Dembele." On Inter time wasting, he said, "It is no excuse for us today. We didn't draw because of that. We drew because of our mistakes, because the game was in our own hands." On what lies ahead, Xavi said, "Let's hope that today's game doesn't affect us for Clásico. In terms of mentality, the players have given their all today. The goal of this season is the same, to win trophies." On his message to the fans, he said, "I deeply apologize to the fans because we made the mistakes. We had set our minds not to fail and we had failed. So we have to apologize to the fans who have been wonderful. I want to tell them that we will work to turn this situation around and win titles." So it is safe to say Barcelona's chances of qualifying for the UEFA Champions League knockout stages hang by the slimmest of threads after they were held 3-3 against Inter Milan at Spotify Camp Nou. Ousmane Dembele gave the host the lead in the first half, but Nicola Barella equalized for the Italian outfit, who then went ahead through Lautaro Martinez. But Robert Lewandowski pulled it back for his team to make it 2-2. Late in the contest, Inter took the lead again, courtesy of Robin Gossen's strike. However, Lewandowski scored once again to reinstate parity and ensure that Barca got at least a point from the match. The result, coupled with Bayern Munich's win over Victoria Pleasant, meant that Barca are staring at playing in the UEFA Europa League once again. They are 3 points behind Inter Milan and will need to win both games and hope that Inter lose both of the games to stand a chance. Speaking after the game, defender Eric Garcia lamented over the result, saying, "We have made mistakes that cannot be made." However, he insisted that as long as there was a chance, the team would keep fighting. As long as there is still a little hope, we have to continue. Captain Sergio Busquets was critical of the performance of the team as well. As he said, the first goal from them affected us a lot. It seems that, when we concede a goal, everything is in chaos. In the Champions League, everything goes wrong when you are not convincing. We haven't been lucky in the games where we have deserved more. The veteran midfielder admitted that even though the group was a tough one, Barcelona should have done better, saying that it is a disappointment, and even more so after all the work that have been put in. This group was difficult, but we had to aspire as much more. We had to aim for more after all the signings that we made. Looking forward to the next game against Real Madrid at the weekend, Busquets said, "It is clear to me that this result will affect us for El Clasico." What a huge disappointment for us. FC Barcelona have taken it as a habit to disgrace us season after season in Champions League. Like, I don't know if it is a curse, if it is just coincidence. I don't just understand, because it doesn't look normal to me again. Like, come on. Again and again and again and again and again. I can't count how long consecutively every single year we have a bad night. We have I don't know. It's like it's a curse. It's a curse. I don't know when this trend will stop, because it's looking as though it will continue like this for a very long time, back to back to back to back seasons. Like, what's going on? I don't know. Ever since we won Paris Saint-Germain 6-1, doing that great comeback, it seems as though Barca have been cursed. It doesn't look normal to me anymore. So it is what it is. Disappointing. The game was just so bad. Like, our defense was absolute shit. Like, I don't understand PK. I don't just understand what was happening. I don't understand. We looked lost in defense. Overall, we're not that good at all. We're not convincing. It's our mistake, so we have to accept it. So it is what it is. You just have to face the reality that we won't continue with the Champions League this season and likely play for the Europa League like last season. What a shame, what a disgrace that in the group of death, Barca can still at least show that they're the big boys. After the transfer window that we had, after everything that people talk about Barca, that Barca will do well this season, with the kind of depth that Barca have, then is this what Barca will have in return? It's just so bad. So bad. So we need to improve. That's what we always say every game. We need to improve. We need to improve. So with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.